some pretty serious rain today. But I want to get some steps in. I wanted to review this flavor of Misfit. And I know I don't have the best service out here for YouTube Live, but it's still cool. If people come on, they can ask questions. So we're only a couple days away from going to MEPS to swear in. So the 16th, which is a Sunday, the wife and I will drive down to San Diego. Well, actually, first we got to go meet with the recruiter. So before you go, before you actually go to MEPS, you got to meet with your recruiter one last time. They check your ID. I think they have like a little visual checklist they have to do before they can actually send you. So the recruiter, even though it's Sunday, and Redlands is like the same distance away that MEPS is. So the recruiter is going to meet at my parents' house in Norco. We'll go through the procedure, and then we will go to MEPS from there. Check-in is in between 3 and 5 with MEPS, but the wife and I are getting our own hotel room, so I'll let you know how that works. I did hear other people when I was there, like younger people, say that their parents had a room and they asked if they could go in the room with their parents, and they did give them permission. So even if they don't let us room together, which I'm sure they will, the wife needs to go down there anyway so she can come watch me swear in tomorrow. What's up, Klein? So what is today? Today's date, the 13th. So I think our buddy Entity is going to is being shipped out today, so wish him the best of luck. So yeah, like I was saying, the 16th we go check in at the hotel. You go through the same procedure that you've been going through every other time you went down there, except this time you're actually shipping out. You're not going home afterwards. Every time that I've been, I've seen people, when we go down into the room, they say, hey, who has a plane ticket for tomorrow? Who doesn't? And some people raise their hands, some people don't. I don't know what the procedure is after that. I'll have to let you guys know Sunday night. I'll film a video and put it up for you guys with my wife. It'll be cool because she'll get to go see, you know, she'll get to go see what it's like down there too. Entity, you're not going? Oh no, what happened, dude? I was just talking about you, bud. What's up, Luigi? Thanks for stopping by, dude. Thank you for your service over there in the European Army. You guys want to see this pretty view? Bone spur in your foot. Oh no. But you can heal from that, right? And get clearance and go again later, buddy? Hopefully. That sounds like something that you can get to heal. No pun intended. And then, like I was saying, it'll be cool because the wife will get to see the process. Got to have surgery. Get it done, dude. Don't let anything stop you. Get it done, buddy. Go get that surgery, heal up, do the physical therapy. Don't let anything stop you. The wife will get to see what it's like. She'll get to see all the, you know, young kids there. It's kind of cool to see the young kids going to do this kind of. It's pretty crazy to go in the military, in my opinion. I'm 41 and I think it's a pretty crazy adventure. So for the young kids, I give them mad props for going in. I think that's super cool. And then the 17th, which is Monday, they said, when I asked, you know, what time does your family come? They said they usually recommend that they go wait at like 10:30. So what that tells me is, look at this really pretty house, by the way. So pretty. They said we usually get there at 5. I think 5 is when they bus us over there. So we will literally just be sitting around. Well, no, we have to go do the physical again. I forgot. So we go there at like 5. The wife will obviously be at the hotel still sleeping. Wake up and have breakfast whenever she wants. We get up at like 3:50 or 3:45. Go down and have breakfast at 4. And then we leave. We all leave the hotel by 5 and get to MEPS around like 10 minutes later. And then we have to do the physical, the drug test. I think they take urine, blood, breathalyzer. And the physical is just like a quick refresher. It's not the full physical you had to do the first time. I think they just kind of, I don't even think you get naked, to be honest. I think they just look at you like, hey, they ask you the same questions your recruiter asks you when you go to the DEP meeting, like, any new injuries, anything change at all? I think it's just like that. And you just say no to everything. So then after that, you're waiting for everybody to do that. And I think they let the people who are shipping out go first. So the people who are shipping out get to go before all the people who were there only for the physicals, if that makes sense. So there's always people in MEPS going to test. There's people in MEPS going for follow-up drug tests. There's people going just for medical. And then there's people like us, whoever else is going to be there, that are actually going to ship out that day. And they give us priority over everyone else. And I know that because every time I went, that's who got to go first, was people who are shipping out. So right when we get off the bus in the morning, they say, who's shipping out today? And you raise your hand, and then they have you stand in the front of the line. And then when you go in through security, you're the first ones in line. Then after the medical part's all done, they have to kind of get everybody done together, or at least I'm sure it's in like groups of 15 or 20, or it all depends how many people go. The room where they swear you in is not that big. So if there's 100 people, they probably couldn't do 100 people at once, plus get their families in there to watch. So I think that depends as well, how long the wait is. And then after the swear-in, you just wait again. You wait around, and then you take the shuttle back to MEPS, I believe, and then you wait there for the bus to take you to the airport. I don't know if, I think some people might leave from MEPS directly to the airport. That could also depend on your situation and your ticket and all that stuff. But I imagine they make your flight for the end of the day. So knowing me, I will be very tired and wore out. I probably won't be able to sleep well the night before. And I'm gonna probably be so wore out by the time I get to boot camp. I'm gonna be so wore out by the time I get to boot camp. I love it after it rains. It's always so clear. And the air is all crisp and clean. Got my heart rate at 115 right now. Get out of here, Siri. We're just cruising. I'm not really running. Sometimes I'll run. Like this, I'm going downhill right now. And then when I come out the side, I'll be going up. Sometimes I'll run up it real quick to get my heart rate up. Another cool house. I don't want to get any injuries before I go to boot camp. So that's something they tell you when you're in the DEP meeting. The recruiters will say, don't go hiking, don't go play football or hockey or any contact sports, because they don't want you to get hurt. Oh, I hear a big truck coming up the hill, and then there's a truck right here. Am I gonna get run over on YouTube Live? Let's find out. Nope, they made it. There's no sidewalks right here, so you kind of have to walk in the road here. Like I just came around this turn. You have to walk in the road. There's no sidewalk. I didn't want you guys to think I was just jaywalking to be a jerk. But that's why I go towards oncoming traffic, so I can jump down this steep hill and get all muddy and stay alive instead of get hit by a car. But yeah, the DEP meeting, they told us not to do any full contact sports because they don't want you to get hurt. If you guys go to boot camp and you don't run the best, or, you know, here comes another big truck, do all your push-ups or whatever, like, it's okay. They're gonna work with you. You're gonna get a bunch of shots and be around people that have germs that you've never been exposed to, because germs are like regional too. So there'll be some germs you've never been exposed to that are normal for some people where they come from. And same goes for them too. Like, I'm here in California, so I might have, who knows what kind of local germs, you know, people that go in the ocean or something might have some germs that people from, you know, Wyoming might not have. And then I'll get them sick. And someone else will get me sick. So probably not going to be the best runner or push-upper or planker when you're sick. But you got to try your hardest. They'll work with you. They'll make you better. Doesn't mean you shouldn't exercise, but that's why I don't go run. I weigh 235 pounds, 41 years old. If I go run full speed all the time, I'm going to jack myself up. So I ride the bike. I do anaerobic workouts. One thing you can do on the bike is you pedal as hard as you can for 1 minute, and then you pedal easy for 30 seconds. So set the pressure, the resistance on the bike to a good resistance. I like to put mine on 11, which I think is about like one click above medium on most bikes. I set it to 11, and then like I put on a show on YouTube or something where I can see a timer, and then I'll wait till the time starts even, you know, like right on the minute or on the 30 seconds. And then I just pedal as hard as I can for 30 seconds or 60 seconds. And then you pedal easy. Don't stop. You have to keep moving. And you pedal just a nice steady pace for 30 seconds. And then hard again for 60. And you do 10 sets of that. It's really good for your heart to do those kinds of exercises. It raises your VO2 max, which is basically the unit of measure that measures your stamina. My VO2 max is healthy for my age, but it's not like elite, you know? And a lot of it's because the anaerobic work that the coach I used to have put me on. I learned a lot from that coach, so I'm sharing that knowledge with you guys and gals, because I do have a lot of people on here ask me about that kind of stuff. The cool thing about anaerobic work is it doesn't take a lot to like actually improve your stamina. You know, it's 20 minutes. If you do that thing for 10 sets, it's 20 minutes on a bike. You don't have to go anywhere. You can do it in any weather. You don't have to wait for the sun to come out like I did to go on this walk. So if you're on a ship or have a bike, access to a bike or something like that, at the gym or whatever, a lot of apartments have that kind of stuff, like a treadmill or a bike. So the bike is a really common, easy tool to use. And like I said, sorry if the video messes up at times. I don't have that good a service on this walk. It's like hit or miss. And we're almost done. So yeah, 1 mile mark. I got a half mile left to go on this walk. And this is that. Up ahead there, you can kind of see the hill that I'll usually run up. It's like a 1/4 mile steep incline. And I'll usually run up that just to get my heart going. A lot of people did say that at at boot camp, one of the recruit division commanders, the RDCs, that's what Navy calls their drill instructors or drill sergeants. They call them RDCs. I heard they usually have one of them is setting the pace for 1 minute laps. So I guess they put these ankle monitors on you, and every time you pass through the sensor, it times your lap. But they also have an RDC that's running 1 minute laps. So the 1.5 miles at Great Lakes is 12 laps around the indoor track. So I guess they say 1 minute a lap is going to be a 12-minute 1.5 miles, which makes sense, right? Quick math. So it's cool that they have that visual. My standard, I think, is like 15 minutes and 15 seconds. So even if I pace the RDC, because you got to remember, you might be sick in boot camp, or you have bad days and stuff, and when you don't get to plan the test around having a good day or not. So you might have to do it on a bad day or when you're sick. And as long as you're pretty close to that RDC, and he doesn't lap you, or she, whoever, you should definitely beat 15 minutes. I did time myself on a treadmill one time, and I ran a 12-minute 1.5 miles. So it sucked, but I could do it. Man, this weather changing has been killing my allergies. This is a steep hill. Just keeping a good pace going up it. This kind of stuff is really good for your heart. You might think it's easy compared to like running, but this is good for you. It does make a big difference. See how you can't see the end of the road? You can tell I'm up on a steep hill, and it ends right here. You guys have any questions, shoot them in the comments while I'm doing this live. I'm gonna end it right when I get back to the house here. It's best to do these walks after you eat. One of I think the most beneficial things that it does is it helps prevent your glucose from rising, because your muscles are using the sugar from whatever you ate. So if you ate carbs, that basically is sugar. That's what your body converts it to, and your muscles are using it. Another thing, even if you only ate protein, like I had for breakfast, I had egg whites and steak. Walking helps with digestion. So if I'm lifting a bunch of weights and trying to get buff, but I'm not getting protein, you're not going to heal and get stronger or bigger. So this actually helps promote digestion, which helps you poop and all that stuff too. Like if you have a hard time pooping, try getting out and walking 15 minutes or just a mile after you eat, and you'll see eventually, right when you get back from your walk, from your 1 mile walk, you'll have to go poop. Trust me, I know. Sometimes too, like I like to weigh myself in the morning after I poop, because it's more accurate of how much you weigh. Sometimes when I wake up, I can't go poop, so I'll go for a walk and then come back, and then I'll go to the bathroom, take a shower, and then I'll weigh myself. It'll be more accurate. That's what sucks when they weigh you at MEPS. It's after you eat breakfast. So A lot of people get scared and they don't eat breakfast at MEPS because they don't want to be overweight. I think I was like 10 pounds overweight, but when they taped me, I was good. And then even if you don't pass tape, they do like a spot check body fat percentage, like an actual one that like trainers do. And I think you can't be, I think it's like, it depends on your sex and all that stuff, but I think you can't be over like 25% body fat or something like that. I don't know what the exact number is, and it could change all the time, but I'm usually right around 19 to 20%. So, you know, everybody's built different. That's why the tape thing is kind of weird, because some people will hold weight, all their weight in one area, or all their fat really. So they'll have like an interesting measurement, but they could be in really good shape or be really strong. So that's why they do that. What else? Yeah, and then people ask me, now there's only a few days left, they ask me if I'm nervous. And, or like, you know, basically they're asking if I'm scared. I'm not scared. And the one way I can prove that to myself is I've been able to get sleep every night. So before, when I was going to MEPS, before I got approved, I could not sleep. I probably got 2 hours of sleep a night, which is really bad for you. Not good for your health. Sleep is probably one of the most important things that you can do to be healthy. Good sleep. And I was not sleeping, which is why I think my blood sugar was high when I went to test it one time. When I had to give them an updated A1C, I went initially and my blood sugar was a little high, and it was literally because of stress. And then once I finished MEPS, man, I think like 7 o'clock came and I passed out. I slept so hard. But I know I am a little anxious and a little nervous because I wake up now without an alarm at like 6 o'clock. Just wake up automatically. And I think my body is just, my mind is ready to go. Ready to get started. Make my family proud. Make myself proud. Oh, we're gonna walk in the mud. There's kind of a little, not really a sidewalk, but this is better than walking in the street. My daughter says she's gonna miss me. My wife says she's gonna miss me. That stuff's a bummer, you know.